hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Dr. Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today in Ascension, it's going to be herO versus RoyaL. ASL champion. Let's go ahead and see another game from RoyaL. Top side, it is our brown Terran, and in the bottom left, it's our guy herO. He is the teal Zerg player today. Woo! Have I cast a game on Ascension yet? Let's see. Big, wide open main. And low ground to your natural base. We've got an expansion here that's super hard to hold. An expansion here, expansions everywhere, and all of them have a Vespene Geyser. Wide open space here for Zerg. Are there any tank positioning spots? Nope. No weird tank positioning spots. Maybe here. Maybe this is a good place for tanks, but it can't hit your natural from here. Maybe here? We'll have to see. We'll have to see if any tank positions come into play here. RJB sent me this and said, are your subscribers looking for another RoyaL game? And I said, yes. Yes, indeed. So he sent me this against herO. So it is an elite ZVT. Hit that like button if you're excited to see what's going to go on here. So barracks, walling off. Hatch first in it. Here is herO at 11 supply. Well, 12. 12 total supply. Wondrous. Got it down in time. I mean, easiest thing to do in all of StarCraft, maybe? I guess make a worker is probably the easiest thing to do. Probably what the most people in the world know how to do when it comes to StarCraft is make a single worker. Usually probably from a command center. Would they know how to make a drone? How many people? That's actually an interesting question. How many people picked up StarCraft, right? And played the campaign, because that's what people do. And played maybe some of the Terran campaign, and were like, this is too hard, and just never did it again. Are there a lot of people? Like, how many more people in the world is that compared to the total number of StarCraft players who, you know, played through the whole campaign, played ladder, figured out 1v1, and, you know, watched professional stuff? That would be, I would love to see that information. And that's what's nice about games on Steam, is you can see the percentage of players who've done certain things, right? What achievements they've gotten, what bosses they've beaten by, what achievements they've gotten, right? So you can tell, like with Elden Ring, what percentage of players picked up Elden Ring and never defeated the first boss. I mean, okay, spoiler alert for Elden Ring, you're not supposed to be able to defeat the first boss, but you know what I mean, the first boss that you're supposed to be able to beat. How many people did that? And the numbers are like not super hot, actually, because a lot of people picked up Elden Ring because they heard a lot about it on Twitter and on Facebook and on YouTube and stuff, and they're like, okay, I mean, Dark Souls games are scary, but I'm going to give it a try, and then it kicked their ass and they never tried it again. I mean, I'm very proud to say that I finished Elden Ring. I've never played any Souls games before. And Elden Ring, they've said it's a little bit easier than previous titles, and I'm probably living proof of that. Macro hatch here from herO. You know what I mean? How many people picked up StarCraft, played a little bit with Terrans, said it was too hard, and then just never went back? Because those players know how to make an SCV, but would they know how to make a drone? If you sat them in front of a game, selected Terran for them, or Zerg for them, and said go, they'd be like, where's the make worker button, right? They don't know about selecting larva first. Anyway, this is one heck of a tangent I'm out on, right? But nothing crazy is happening here, right? We've got 2 racks. Neat. We've got a lair on the way before metabolic boost. Of course we do. We have a macro hatch here. Fantastic. We have our second gas getting taken, which Steve the SCV has scouted. He's gonna die. There's no way he doesn't die, but he's gonna get beautiful. All of the things scout off here today. Holy smokes. I'm also going to take the opportunity right now to say, watch Andor. I know some of you guys are done with Star Wars after some Star Wars stuff you didn't like that Disney's been doing. I hear you. I did not like The Last Jedi. I did not like The Rise of Skywalker. I did not think Boba Fett was good. I did not think that Obi-Wan was good, but Andor is probably the best written Star Wars anything that I have seen. And that includes Clone Wars. That includes Rebels. I know people really like Clone Wars, but wow. Andor is so incredibly written. And, yeah, it's just some, like, morally gray stuff. So, if you're looking for good versus evil, like, you know, A New Hope, the Empire blows up a planet, so they are objectively evil, maybe this is not the show for you. But if you're looking for morally gray in your Star Wars universe, Andor, okay? All right. So, Ling's moving out with metabolic boost. The Spire coming up. We've got a factory coming up. We've got just checking for a third base? Huh. All right, that's weird. I don't think herO was planning on expanding there, but all right, RoyaL. Just sending down your whole army to a place where there is not a third base. And RoyaL says, oh boy, we better get back to base here. And we're leaving a fire bat behind, just in case a drone shows up. But these Lings are going to find ya. He gets 0 kills. He gets his face blasted in. Has a bad time. Okay. All right. So, 11 Mutalisks are on the way, thanks to the help of our dude, the third macro hatch. So, here we go. Lings, Mutalisks, Queen's Nest coming in. Gotta be ready for this stuff, man. They got turrets on the way because, of course, we do. We're ready for the Mutalisks. Are we ready for a big Ling Muta-style flood here from herO? And the answer is, I don't know. So we're going to keep the Mutalisks on the HP detector here. That turret having trouble. Muta control here from herO is elite, as it always has been. Lings, okay, we're going to bust this bunker. What's in the bunker? 4 Marines are inside the bunker. Nice. Mutalisk count big. Mutalisk count strong, but Marines with guns stronger. That's what we're talking about. Losing a Mutalisk, but killing a turret. Okay, I mean, trades. Some trades are harder to determine if they're good or not. Another SCV goes down there. Who's building another turret? This Muta pressure on RoyaL is a big deal, and herO is taking a third base down in the bottom right now, but after he's got map control. And after RoyaL doesn't want to move out whatsoever. That's another turret down. Bam, and an SCV with it. And the Mutas are taking hits, and they're starting to get injured. They're not feeling super happy about that, but they're keeping the Terran at home. They're pinning the Terran here. Not what he wants to see. And you just have to constantly run your Marines back and forth, and it's super annoying. And another SCV, maybe gonna die. Nope, Marines repositioning to protect that way, but guess what? The Hive's on the way. RoyaL's in a lot of trouble here. RoyaL's in an immense amount of trouble here. But science facility coming in. Third base just now finished from herO. And I don't know. I'm not sure if the Mutaling stuff did enough damage to really merit how much was spent on these dudes. And that's the trick of StarCraft, right? Well, for Zerg anyway. I mean, I feel like Terran and Protoss don't have this concern as much because they're just always making workers and they don't have to decide whether to make workers or whether to make attacking units. And it's just tough. That's a big Maynard transfer. It's not a Maynard transfer because it's going to the third base, but it's a big worker transfer across the middle of the map here. Lurkers, I don't know if they were escorting them, but they're heading up to the front here. This is going to be some real pressure. Some real pressure with, I mean, some Dark Swarm Lurkers here soon. Nidus Canal is not getting skipped. That was a scan. What was that? Scan into the main base, sees the Hive, sees the Nidus. I mean, boy. Actually, was that the Nidus or is that the Defiler Mound? Sees the Defiler Mound. Okay. Doesn't see the Nidus. Gets another scan up. And this one is here, I guess? Sure, why not? It is here. So Lurkers are like, yeah, you have to come through this little tiny narrow choke if you want to come this way. I mean, this is an option to you in getting out. It's like, you don't have to come this way, but if you do, we're ready for you. Can you actually squeeze through there? Is this walkable? I think Lings were coming through here earlier, so Marines should be able to fit through. Scourge to deal with the science vessels that are out right now. Consume is on the way. Got another macro hatch. hero's feeling okay. He is. He really is. It's another scan just to like... Is there a Lurker trap up ahead, says RoyaL? I don't know, man. Irradiating getting a Mutalisk, splits it off very nicely. Muta's trying to get on the backside of that group as they move down, but the Marines are ready for him. Ooh, another beautiful Irradiate. The split was not great, but the Muta died fast, which means it was probably one of the lower HP Mutalisks anyway. 47 and 44 workers now from herO. Adrenal on the way, that's a game changer. Defilers on the way, that's a game changer. Consume on the way, that's a game changer. So, you know, if you're a Zerg player and you're struggling against Terran, get those 3 ingredients, and you'll be a happier camper. Oh, these Lurkers are going to die. Run! Get out of there! Have so many legs, you think it would be faster than this. Actually, they're doing all right. They're not just straight up dying here. They're kind of juking the Marines around a little bit. Oh, they're getting flanked. Oh my gosh, look at these guys run. But they're getting... the jukes! I've never said the jukes before. That was amazing. Lurkers juking? I mean, I've said jukes before. We're not for Lurkers. 4th base trying to come up, but Consume's done, so Dark Swarms should be able to protect it quite nicely. Again, not that it protects buildings, but it does protect everything protecting the building, so that usually works out. Plague getting researched now, too. It's another important ingredient if you're trying to defeat a Terran player. Yes, yes. And an Ultralisk Cavern. Okay, I feel like we haven't seen Ultras on the channel in a while. But herO does like them. Okay, yeah, and then Dark Swarm Lurker shows up, and it's like, ah. Well, I guess we irradiate and we wait, which isn't super fun, honestly. Oh, more? I mean, yeah, 2 more macro hatches coming up. This is crazy. Okay, so that's... Nope! No connections? That really, I feel like that should have connected, but whatever. It's fine. Defiler dies from a radiation sickness. It's very dead. Factory floating out for scouting purposes. It's 124 to 118 supply here from RoyaL. It gets the 3rd base down. Again, on other maps, this would be minerals only. But this one comes with the Vespene Geyser, which is nice. But 4 basing Zerg before the 3rd base is up for the Terran. herO's got to be feeling pretty good about that. And that's it. He's got all the tools he needs. He's got Ultras. He's got Plague. He's got Defilers. He's got Adrenal Wings. Everything's looking great for him. It's going to be an uphill battle from RoyaL from this point on. But again, ASL champion RoyaL is not going to turn over and die right now, right? So yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of replays from RoyaL back when he was sorry, like 2-3 years ago. He changed his name to RoyaL and then won a GSL, or not a GSL. Whoa, Defensive Matrix Firebats up an ASL. That's crazy. That was so many Defensive Matrix Firebats. What a killer play. Gets in here. He's killing Lurkers with these guys. He's killing drones with them too. Okay, I think I'm in love with RoyaL right now. Defensive Matrix Mass Firebat attack into the 4th base. Look at these dudes. They're just like, nah, Lings, you're not okay. You are killing us, because Ling DPS is actually insane. Plaguing 3 Marines doesn't seem like a lot, but it's better than plaguing nothing, I guess. Sometimes that happens. Yo, and look at this. He's just kind of trying to control the map as much as he can. Just small groups of units. Just trying to make sure that herO can't move out without him knowing about it. Like, sometimes we see Lings provide this benefit. But seeing Marines do it is not. Restoration on the way. Scourge. Okay, Science Vessel down. Like, for the first time today, I think. I mean, this is a lot of Science Vessels. Are we going to Boxer maneuver this? Nah. We're irradiating. Oh, that Defiler gets irradiated. I guess there's some Lurkers in here that are... Yep, 2 Lurkers in there getting irradiated too. Okay, so remember when I was like, herO's feeling okay? Not really anymore. His 4th base is in shambles. He has to rebuild that thing from scratch. Oh, and then there's a Battlecruiser coming in. So whatever strategy it is, where you make Battlecruisers instead of tanks, I don't know what it's called. Oh, okay. Science Vessel down. That one doesn't go down, and some Scourge get picked out of the sky too. Not bad. Not bad. Scourge, being careful. Popping out 2 Battlecruisers at once. I don't know. What's the ratio of Terran goes Battlecruisers in a TVZ where they win versus when they lose? I feel like it's pretty split. I can remember specific examples of Terran winning with that strategy, and I can remember specific examples of them running a battlecruiser over to a base, it gets plagued immediately, and then like 8 Scourge show up and it dies. That happens too. So I don't know. Ultralisks on the way. The good thing about battlecruisers is they kill ultras pretty well. Better than, you know, Marines do with their faces getting chomped in. 4th base is done from RoyaL. Where's your 5th base going to be from herO? RoyaL kind of has mass control of the map right now. He's got enough science vessels to be a major threat. Look at this. What do we got? That's 8. 8. This is Flash-esque. So that group dies. This group dies. As herO says, stop trying to hem me in. I'm not going to allow it. And there's a group of Lings heading up to the 4th base, but Marines protecting it quite nicely there. So, Ultralisk in production. 6 at a time is a massive amount of those Ultralisks. Dark Swarm up, not accomplishing a whole lot, but, you know, I guess herO won that battle down there, so not too shabby. RoyaL pulling back his forces, consolidating in the middle here where his science vessels are. He's getting not enough energy messages, which means he doesn't have enough energy for an irradiate on some of these science vessels. Dark Swarm Ling attack coming up into the 4th base. Another Dark Swarm right here would be really good. And does he get it off? He consumes. And he does. He gets Dark Swarm. Bam. Everything dead. This 4th base is in a lot of trouble. Both players' 4th bases are not safe today. Lings, they're just going to try to knock down this command center or force a liftoff with their adrenal upgrade. And then there's a repair happening, though, and Firebats cleaning these dudes out. Okay. Sick play there from RoyaL for sure. We got more Ultra. Okay, then Ultralisks come up and say, okay, Firebats, try that again. Try that on our beefy bodies. Our beefy Ultralisk big boy bodies here. Ultra's in the middle of the open, doing all right, I guess. This group of Lings gets cleaned up. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. Ultra's just still causing major problems with this 4th base. Running free. Firebats tried to kill him from inside a bunker. Not the best job in the world, guys. Lings running up to the 3rd base, but in position to deal with that is RoyaL. Until the Dark Swarm comes up, and then everything is terrible all over again. herO is starting to run free. Scourge take down the Battlecruiser. The 4th base is a ghost town. The 3rd base is gonna die here too. And herO has just managed to get the tools, get the pieces for his Terran death soup, where Terran dies to it. He got the Dark Swarm, he got the Ultras, he got the Lings with the Adrenal, he got the upgrades, he got the Plague-oo. And everything is going very well for herO here. I don't know, 175 to 122 supply. This might just be another example of the Battlecruiser strategy losing for Terran, because he's lifted his 3rd base, his 4th base has landed again, but he's at 41 SCVs to 58 drones. This is just Ling Ultra, man. Scourge, not enough to take down that Battlecruiser, or that one for that matter. Oh my gosh, there's 4 Battlecruisers out? Hold on a second. I mean, but the Dark Swarm, just Battlecruisers are like, pew, pew, pew. But outside of the Dark Swarm are these Ultras. Oh, getting back inside the Dark Swarm. Very smart. Very smart indeed. An irradiated Ultralisk versus Marines. And Firebats does go down. These guys have not been irradiated, though. The Firebats are not quite getting hits on those Lings up that right side of the engagement. Trying to make another bunker. No, you're not at all. And I keep thinking these are attacks, but these are just factories and engineering bay for scouting purposes. Sometimes scouting doesn't really matter. But yeah, the Battlecruisers show up. They're like, hey, stop it. Stop killing our stuff. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. We have +1 attack. Gosh dang it. Command center really should be lifted. And it is. Which is nice. The 3rd base is not happening. The 4th base is not happening. And that, I mean, the Battlecruisers get plagued. But look at all these Battlecruisers. Who makes this many Battlecruisers? And that's it. RoyaL taps out, gets his Battlecruisers plagued again. And herO is our winner in 19 minutes and 15 seconds. That was amazing. That was honestly a truly amazing ZVT. herO gets the win. RoyaL fans are disappointed. But, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have made this many Battlecruisers, I feel like. Man, plagued Battlecruisers. When do we ever see this? This many plague battlecruisers? I don't know. I do not know. There was a Ret versus Nada game that I cast back on Christmas like 3 or 4 years ago. And battlecruisers were featured a lot and very heavily. I can probably dig it out for you if you want. Let me know in the comments if you want a link to it. But yeah, got a 5th base. The 4th base did not die, which is very, very, very huge for herO. A 3-basing Zerg versus a 3-basing Terran. I don't know. I don't know if he would have won the game if this had gone down. But yeah, Lings Ultras, Plague, Dark Swarm, Scourge. Got the win here today. Well done, herO. And let's check the final score. Hit that like button. 127,000 points from herO, 123,000 from RoyaL. Outproduced the Terran player by a 2-to-1 ratio. Kill death ratio, not good enough for RoyaL. 224 to 188. It is not going to work, and produce looks like that. Resources across the board, outspending our Terran, 44,000 to 35,000 in 19 minutes. That's huge. herO's 3rd base was kind of delayed, but he got a 4th base pretty quick, like really very nicely. And then he was able to hold it and then just start attacking. 4-basing Zerg with the Ultra Tech that he got up. He got the fast hive, and that paid off dividends with everything else he was trying to do. So GG, 10 points to herO there, taking down the reigning ASL champion. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.